You know how we keep talking about healing generational wounds and changing unhealthy habits and patterns? Well, all of this, we're talking about generational trauma. Learning how to change our patterns will require for us to understand and identify the actual patterns that have been passed down to us from our parents or caregivers. So let's talk about generational trauma, what it looks like, and how to heal it. Welcome to Therapy Explained. My name is Deniss. I'm the therapist of color for people of color and your very own mental health cheerleader. I post videos about all things mental health because I believe that mental health information should be free and accessible to everyone. But most importantly, I believe in you. I believe that everyone has the capacity to learn how to manage their own mental health with the correct supports. If you agree and you would like to help spread the word, make sure to subscribe and share this video. Every video comes with its own cheat sheet that I make available to you on Instagram, so make sure that you're subscribed to me there so that you don't miss that. Today's video is about generational trauma, what it is and how to start to heal it. So let's go ahead and just jump right to it. So what is generational trauma? Generational trauma is a series of behaviors that have been adapted in response to a traumatic event that then are passed down from parent to child throughout generations. What does this actually look like? Generational trauma can look like substance use, domestic violence, lack of trust in others and systems, emotional reactivity or flooding, lack of emotional attunement, scarcity mindsets, among many others. You might have noticed, for example, that your parent who probably grew up poor or had lack of access to food hoards things. Not just things, but also food. There's always extra stuff because they're afraid of not having it. It might also look like we don't talk about things in this family. We don't talk about the trauma thing that happened. We'll just get over it. And remember, all of this is in response to a traumatic incident because our parents, grandparents, great-great-grandparents all needed to find a way to survive. And when we are in a survival space, we're definitely not in a processing space. Our needs, emotional needs, not important. The only thing that's important is to survive that situation. These new behaviors are adopted and passed down from generation to generation. And now that we have the privilege and ability to be able to notice these patterns, we also have the privilege and ability to change them. So, how do we start changing them? Learning to change and heal generational trauma starts with learning to recognize it. As with most things, this is the first step. If we can't acknowledge or name what is actually happening, we cannot change it. Second is to engage in some sort of self-reflection or processing that will allow us to identify the underlying negative beliefs about the world and about ourselves that shape these behaviors. If we're able to understand where they come from, even if it's generations past, it will then help us learn how to do the third step in healing and changing patterns, which is challenging these beliefs. Learning that, okay, I know where this came from. It helped us survive, but at this moment, it's no longer helping me. We can then learn to disengage and disconnect from this belief. From there, learning how to use coping tools and coping skills to learn how to self-regulate will also help us continue this journey. These negative beliefs about the world activate uncomfortable feelings for us. So it is important for us to have a coping skill habit so that we can learn how to self-regulate and not be overwhelmed by the negative emotions and negative beliefs that will then look like patterns and behaviors that are not healthy for us. Remember that progress does require practice. So if you give any of these tips, tools, or ideas a try, please make sure to let me know by commenting down below. If there is a topic that you wish for me to cover in a future video, go ahead and leave that below for me as well. Your cheat sheet is already available to you on Instagram, so make sure to hop on over there to get access to it. But before you do, please give this video some love in any way that feels authentic to you. Every single like, comment, share, and subscription helps spread the word about free mental health information and education. And of course, it's always greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, as always, I'm cheering for you.